Ladies and gentlemen, if I asked you what would make the perfect guard build in NBA 2K22, what would you say? Comment down below right now. Let me know what would make the perfect guard build in your opinion. Most people would say a play shot, but what if I told you you could have a build with a high steal rating, high speed, shoot the three from anywhere, get all the dribble moves, and could get contact dunks? That's what this build is right here. Now, this build is called a slashing playmaker, but don't be fooled by the name. This is far from like a yellow-blue pie chart that you might think of. This build is ridiculously good offensively, and on top of it, the defense is actually legit too, man. This is similar to the build that I was using to play Pro-Am with in 2K21 when we won that current gen Pro-Am league. This build is a slashing playmaker with sharpshooting takeover, but look at the attributes on this thing, man. You're looking at a build that gets contact dunks with a high close shot and a high driving layup. You get a high three-pointer, high mid-range, high free throw. Then you get 82 pass accuracy and 85 ball handling. And you're under 6'5". You're 6'4" on this build, so you get all the dribble moves, all the packages that you would want. And then on top of it, you have an 84 steal with an 81 perimeter defense and a pretty solid defensive rebounding and block rating. 95 speed, 95 acceleration, plus you get sharp takeover. Overall, this build is absolutely insane. You're going to see in these gameplays, like, this build is incredibly hard to guard, whether it's on the ISO, pick and roll, pick and pop, however you want to play it. I mean, look at the balance of the badges, 15, 15, 15, and 9. One of the most balanced guard builds I have ever seen. Now, we all know play shots have been the meta guard build in 2K for the past couple of years, but I'm going to be honest, especially when it comes to the 2's core, I would take this build over a play shot in 2K22. I believe a play shot has no chance of stopping this build in the right hands. Let me show you guys why. So first game I got for y'all, I'm playing with my boy Maker. He's on his glass cleaner. So basically he's on a typical popper build, right? So I'm just going to ISO and just show you guys why this build is unstoppable. This is my first game on the build. So obviously, you know, it always takes me a little while to warm up, get used to whatever dribble moves the person is using, the jump shot, all that. But I'm going to show you right off the bat just how broken this build is offensively. All right, so they start with the ball because, you know, we just stepped on the dots, and this dude's just going to paint mash first play, basically go up with a layup, and he gets it to go. But the next possession, they throw a stupid inbounds pass, Maker gets the tip, and now we're off and running. So I'm gonna go between the legs, come this way, go between the legs, come back this way, draw the help, dot corner, Maker is wide open, big greens. Now, as I said, I'm still getting used to the dribble moves, you know, getting used to the timing of the speed boosting and all that, because, you know, I try not to change any animations. I try to just work with whatever the person uses. But look at this, I just mash him into the paint and then go up with a contested standing layup and make it, because I got a 93 close shot, and paint defense in this game is completely broken. So you can do that on this build. Like, you have a play shot on you or something, you could just paint mash in the paint. You got limitless takeoff on Hall of Fame, so you're getting these cradle dunks from like the 3-point line. You got a high driving layup, so anytime they're on your hip, even if you don't get a contact dunk, you can make the contested layup. It doesn't matter. The cradle dunks again, like, he's playing me super tight and I'm just rim running all day long. You can paint mash OD. Now, remind you, I haven't even shown you any of the shooting ability yet. We're gonna get to that, but check it out. Big man helps, boom, contact dunk on him. And just so you don't think it's a fluke or I'm cutting out a bunch of crap, like, just watch, right? I'm not editing anything right now. I'm letting this whole 2 possessions play out. All right, so I just dunked on the big man. I come back up to get the ball. Maker, he gives me the ball, and here we go, right? I'm shifting side to side. I'm starting to get used to the speed boost. You see, we're starting to move a lot faster now, right? Check it out. Cook him, drive in, contact dunk on the big man yet again. Like, the build in the paint is a beast. So he's been playing me super tight the whole game, but now since I've been scoring in the paint so much, he's starting to play a little bit farther back. I stop, I pull up. I didn't even try to shoot in the mid-range, but it ends up giving me a mid-range. But check it out. You see we're starting to get used to the speed boost. Look how much faster we're moving now. I'm going to drive to the left, draw the help, dot the corner, Maker is wide open, and he can't get it to go, but it's all good. We got the rebound, and that rebound actually gave us our takeover, so it's probably a little bit better. But with an 81 three-pointer, and obviously with the sharp take, now it's just, we're basically a play shot with contact dunks once we get our takeover. But even without the takeover, with an 81 three-pointer on this game, you guys know, like, that is a really good three-point rating. You could shoot consistently from anywhere with an 81 three-pointer. My last video, if you guys didn't see it, was on a playmaking paint beast. We had a 58 three-pointer, and we were shooting threes pretty consistently on that build. So you guys can imagine, on this slashing playmaker with 81 three-pointer, you can shoot from damn near anywhere you want and green consistently. But first game we go flawless. They were playing me super tight, so a lot of it was rim running, but we got a couple more games here for you so you guys could see exactly what we've been doing on this slashing playmaker build. So game number 2 is looking a little different. Not only are we down 7-0, but the way he ends up playing me, I end up turning into a 300. But first possession, I'm gonna keep him honest, rim run, easy dunk. Here we go. All right, so for anyone that likes the 300, I'm gonna show you what this build is capable of. This dude reaches out to play, wide open 3, knock it down. I'm telling you, the build shoots super consistent with that 81 3-pointer. Quick stop, pull up after the tween cross, 8 to 7, get the ball off the inbounds, and here we go. We're going to shift a little bit, little crossover, quick stop, pull up. So it's like anytime you get a little bit of space, you could still just stop and pull up. It's not like you have to attack the basket. It's just you have that option. You're not a play shot, but you could play like one if you wanted to. Another drive, dunk on the help defender, does not matter if he comes down there. We're on a 13-0 run. They're all confused. The center doesn't want to guard me. The guard, they're not sure who's doing what. Cradle dunk, throw it down. We got our takeover now. Little side-to-side shift, cross, stop, pull up. Too much space. Big greens, 18 to 7. Now check it out, last possession. We're still 3 hunting, trying big crossover, shift him out of his shoes. Wide open. It's white, but hey, we greened all the other ones, so we'll take a white. 21-0 run right there to win the game, 21 to 7. On to game number 3. So here we go. First possession, crossover, blow past him, go between the legs, run out to the 3, pull up, knock it down, big greens. So the thing about this build that I love is it's a challenge sometimes playing on those low 3-pointer builds, right? Because no matter how good you shoot on this game or any other game, with a low 3-pointer, you have less margin for error. On this build, you can still attack the basket and get those contact dunks that are fun and exciting, you know, funny little plays you could get like that. But if they don't respect the 3-pointer, if you know how to time your shot with an 81 3-ball in this game, you will basically never miss. It's not like you're out there with a 50 or a 60 3-pointer, and you know, the green window's kind of small sometimes, or if you're cold, or the game's just making you miss full whites. With an 81 3-ball, if you time your shot properly, you're going to make it. So it's like they have to respect it. Occasionally you might miss a contact dunk here or there. Maker, you got my back, little pump fake, go up, throw it down. But my point is, it's not one of these builds where you have such a low 3-pointer that people will play the odds that the game will eventually make you miss a wide open 3, because they can't do that. They have to respect the 3. You see how everyone's been guarding me in this video. They see the sharp takeover. They see the fact that it doesn't matter your name is slashing playmaker. They know you probably have a good 3-point rating if you have sharp takeover. They respect the 3. They're not just going to leave you wide open. And if they do, it's big greens all day long. Like, you can't just leave this build. If you leave the build, it's way too good of a shooting build to just leave wide open. And that's why I say it really feels unstoppable, especially on the 2s. Like, imagine playing against, if you're playing a good play shot, right? Getting a stop is hard. But imagine playing somebody really good using this build, where if you play them high, they can literally drive and take off from the free throw line to throw it down with a cradle dunk or a contact dunk. And then on top of it, they can still 3-hunt just like a play shot, because the build is still fast and it can still shoot super consistent. On the 2s, at least, maybe in the 5v5 Pro-Am, you know, a play shot is going to be better. But on the 2s, you know, you bring a little 5'10 play shot to the 2s, a little 6-foot play shot to the 2s, that build has no chance of stopping this build, unless you just play for an RNG, like lucky little pluck animation steal. Just actually getting a stop on this build on one of those small plays, you're going to be getting dunked on all day long, just like that. So listen, my point is, play shots have been the meta on 2K for years and years, and they still are on this game. It's always going to be overall the best guard build, no matter what game mode you're playing. But my point is, if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for something to kind of counter a play shot, this is a really, really good build, especially if you're a 2s player. Like this build on the 2s, if a play shot is guarding you, like I said, they have no chance. They're going to have to go guard the corner and let the big man or a lockdown guard you. And even then, to stop this build on a good player, you know, in a good player's hands, it's gonna be very, very difficult. Like, this is my first time playing on the build, and you see how we're moving. Check it out. He respects the drive too much, so we just go to the hot bag. We haven't really whipped that out only once or twice this video, but you can always go to that on this game. Like I said, high steal rating. We played a passing lane. We get it. Pull up from 3. It's white. Full bar. Still goes in. So as I was saying in the intro, in the end of 2K21, we ended up playing a current gen Pro-Am League, and I was basically playing on this build, but the 6-6 version of it. And I thought about making the 6-4 version that my boy Spammer hooked me up with here, but it was the end of 2K21. I didn't really feel like making the build, but basically it's the same as that 6-6 Michael Jordan build I was playing on in 2K21, except the ball handling is better and the 3-pointer is higher. Now, you do give up the 2 inches of height, but honestly, for a guard build, it makes more sense to have the ball handling and the 3-pointer, especially just to make yourself more unstoppable offensively. Check out how we're about to demoralize this dude, all right? So behind the back, cross, oh my. Yeah, I don't know if he tried to blitz me or what, but made him basically run off the court right there. I'm gonna catch it. He basically gave up. He's like, yeah, this is over. I can't stop this dude. So I'm just waiting. I'm like, I'm not gonna take the open bucket. I want and then I end up turning the ball over. That's what I get, bro. But Maker's wide open once we get the ball back. He knocks it down. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know what you think about this slashing playmaker with sharpshooting takeover. One of the best builds I have played on all year, especially for guard builds. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.